25 years ago, death came for 12 people on a foggy interstate near Calhoun, Tennessee. The I-75 wreck involved 99 cars and trucks, some of them burned beyond recognition.
Tonight, we take you back to December 11th, 1990, when heavy fog swallowed up the freeway and everybody driving in it. Death in the fog still haunts two people right in the middle of it.
Three, everybody.
Bill Dyer cannot shake the memories even after 25 years.
A man stumbled out of the fog with severe head injury. He was bleeding profusely from his face.
Dyer wore the uniform of a Bradley County deputy in those days. It just so happens he was the closest deputy, so he was called upon to do his duty.
You could hear the cars slamming into each other, just one right after another.
In all his training, nothing prepared him for this.
I just knew people were dying, people were being injured. I knew I had to do something. I felt helpless.
Dyer remembers going from car to car, truck to truck.
But I'd never seen anything like this. I'd never seen the extent of injuries and the deaths. It was very traumatic for me.
Other lives also changed. Becky Eisbill drove into the fog, survived, and came out a different person.
Then all of a sudden everything stopped. I mean, all the traffic was stopped, so there was no movement at all, and you can't tell until you were right up on them.
Eisbill says not a single day goes by that she doesn't think about that awful time. About the two people in the car she saw crushed by an 18-wheeler.
Right before it happened, the people were okay and they were going to be okay, and once the tractor, you knew that people weren't going to be okay.
Like everyone, Eisbill has to drive in fog sometimes. She tries not to panic.
I immediately go into protection zone and just start thinking people drive slow. Slow down, that's just all I think.
A 2-year investigation concluded the wreck happened because some drivers slowed way down and others slowed only a little. It could have been avoided only if all drivers slowed down together.
Certainly we want to have the protection for the average family out there that this provides to prevent needless deaths.
Now, you might recognize Jim Hall. He served as chairman of the National Transportation Safety Board from 1994 to 2001, and he knows the 1990 fog zone crash very well. Hall is convinced today's technology can prevent such accidents and disasters. Unfortunately, your car probably doesn't have it. Make sure you join us tomorrow on News Channel 9. We'll tell you about this technology that Hall says could save your life and the lives of your family in fog. 12 years ago, another huge fog-related crash on I-75 involved 125 cars and trucks in Catoosa County. 4 people killed in that wreck back on March 14, 2002, 39 people injured. The accident happened during the morning rush hour on I-75 just south of the Battlefield Parkway exit. That area does not have a fog warning system like McMinn County, but like the fog zone wreck, investigators blame the Catoosa County wreck 15 years ago on people not slowing down for the fog.
It's so dangerous, and we see it so often, fog, and as David told us yesterday, the conditions this time of the year just make it so much more common.
That's right. 5 years ago, death came in the fog that shrouded exit 36 on I-75 near the Hiawassee River in McMinn County. The wrecks came fast, the fires raged, lives were altered, and the police radio traffic put the unspeakable into words in just a matter of moments.
504 responding to 1046 I-75 at the fog zone.
In the language of police, a 1046 is an accident with injuries. This was no routine 1046.
Okay, as soon as you get into the 38, you're going to run into just a bank of fog. They got cars stopped everywhere.
10-4 land, big multi-injuries, they're still crashing. Sit down on the scene up there.
Side. We have multiple injuries. I'm out of assess the scene to get back with you in a moment.
A young Bradley County deputy was first to respond. 27-year-old Bill Dyer.
There was one particular man trapped in a vehicle I couldn't get out that burned alive.
As Dyer and other first responders did all they could, dispatchers poured in the help.
Everything you got, Lynn. McMinn and Bradley, throwing everything you got off of that red good fire.
The fog zone, McMinn County, Bradley, across Bradley County is McMinn. McMinn County EMS units and around, also Bradley County. I also am launching life force at this time.
12 people died, 4 times that many were injured. Nobody would ever be the same.
They weren't expecting their lives to change. I wasn't expecting my life to change. The fog put us in a circumstance where all of our lives changed.
In the aftermath, the state installed a fog warning system. Cars now have anti-lock brakes and airbags. Child restraints are the law. But one transportation expert says those changes are not nearly enough. Join us at 5 tomorrow for the solution that retired NTSB Chairman Jim Hall says is long overdue.